What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Big Q from Platinum Style Media, and I'm here with my, first look at the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now, I got a chance to actually play around, and I had a regular Note 10 as well, but I had to take it back before I got a chance to shoot a video for it. I'm just not getting around to shooting a video. Today is the 12th of August, a few days removed from the Samsung Galaxy Unpacked event. I got my unit on that Thursday, the day after. So the Unpacked event was on Wednesday. I got my unit on Thursday, so I've had it now for a few days. I got a chance to play with it over the weekend, shoot some videos, shoot some pictures. I'll be putting some of the pictures in the video that I recorded throughout the video, so I can show you guys what it looks like and how it came out. But it actually looked pretty good. So I got here sitting next to my Galaxy Note 9. So I got my Note 9 right here. My good old trusty Note 9. And first thing I want to say, man, about this new phone is that last year around this time when I received my Note 9 unit about a week or two before the phone actually came out, it made me kind of want to put my Note 8 away. Like I really didn't want to deal with the Note 8 no more after that. So then what I ended up doing was I was one of the first ones to put my pre-order in to make sure I got my Note 9 because it was that good. So the gap in performance between the Note 8 and the Note 9, the gap was pretty big. And I say all that to say, when I received the Note 10 Plus, it wasn't the gap wasn't quite like that as far as the performance of the phone and things like that. It took me like a day of actually using it to really appreciate some of the things that they changed and improved about the phone. So I say that to say, if you have a Note 9 and you're in a situation where you may not or may have some difficulty being able to get an upgrade for the Note 10 Plus, it's cool. The Note 9 is still pretty dope. Now you're gonna kind of still wish you had some of the cool things that the camera can do, some of the Dex mode stuff, some of the new things that they added to it. Just like I said, so it's a few things in there that kind of makes it kind of worthwhile. But so the one that I have is the Aura Glowing. The Note 9 that I had before I had to take back was a blue model. This is the model I think I'm going to pre-order for myself as well. I think I'm gonna go with this color. But then I'm torn because I've seen the white ones, but I haven't seen the white one in person. So I don't know how cool that is. I've been wanting a white one ever since my Note 5. But this one is cool though. So it is a fingerprint magnet, no doubt about that. So it's definitely a fingerprint magnet. I had to wipe it down quite a bit. Still waiting on a case to put a clear case on it. It should be cool, right? But the first thing we notice as far as the designs are concerned, differences between Note 9 and last year's model and this year, we have a triple array camera inside the camera housing. Oops, and a fourth time of flight 3D depth sensor included right here. And on the old one, we only had like a dual camera setup, dual aperture setup here with our fingerprint reader down below. And so, they moved the fingerprint sensor reader, as you know, akin to the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus models. They put the fingerprint, and it's a sonic in-screen fingerprint reader, right? So that's kind of some of the things they did as far as the camera array and the hardware on the outside of the phone. The other thing that I kind of wanted to mention is that the camera, which you really can't see on the Note 9 because it's actually hidden up here at the top in this black bezel right here, but it's actually over here and just like kind of up until this point, most of the Samsung Galaxy phones, the camera, the selfie camera has always been kind of situated where it's kind of off center, off to the right a little bit, and we kind of got used to that. This year, they decided to change it up with the Note. I'm still confused about the power button. So now the camera is actually squared right here in the middle, with the same Infinity O situation that we had on the S10 and S10e, except for it being situated on the right off center is actually in the middle, which honestly I can't really tell the difference whether it's good or bad. I can't really tell. Just like with the rear camera setup, it being here situated to the left in a vertical situation versus it being in the middle in a horizontal situation. I don't know if it makes that much. I mean, I think it just makes a difference as far as like the aesthetics of the phone and how it looks, and so on and so forth. But the cool thing is under the hood they got on the Note 10 Plus models, they start off at 256 gig storage. You can go up to 1 terabyte, I believe. So it's our 256, 512, 1 terabyte models. For the Note 10, 256 model, 512 model, with no expandable storage. The expandable storage is included on the Note 10 Plus model, but not on the Note 10. And also the RAM. So I think there's 8 gigs of RAM in the Note 10 and 12 gigs of RAM in the Note 10 Plus. And that's just the entry level standard model. I don't know if there's a RAM increase when you get into the higher gig 5G versions of the phone. I have to take a look at that and see. And if anybody else knows about this, leave a comment in the comment section, let us know. And that kind of thing. But this has just been kind of like a first look. I just wanted to kind of like share with you guys like some of my initial opinions of being able to use the phone for like 3 or 4 days. I've really been enjoying it. The removal of any buttons on this side right here, combined with what they did with the power button. So the power button now is actually where the Bixby button used to be, and the power button is missing entirely from this side. So this button doubles as the power button and the Bixby button, which was a little bit weird. Now, fresh out of the box, let me see if I can put it back the way it was when I got it. So fresh out of the box, it would be where if you tap that, press and hold, it would wake Bixby. So that's the way it was. So let me put it back, and we'll go in here and I will show you. So if you press and hold like you were going to turn it off, it actually wakes Bixby up, right? So that was weird at first, like especially like the first few hours that I had the phone. I would go to try to power it off, and Bixby would come up, and I was like, well, how do I power it off? So luckily they added in the drop down notification area, you have the power button right here, which I know for some people that might be a little bit weird, but that's where it is. But alternatively, you can go in and change this to power off menu instead of waking up Bixby, and that way when you go to press and hold, you go to your regular menu that you were used to. So those were some few things that they kind of changed that I thought was a little bit weird about the phone. But other than that, those were the weird things. After the first few hours that you had a phone, you'll probably get used to that pretty quickly. Some of the things that I thought were really cool that they added this year were so we have new cool things you can do with the live focus as far as the different options that they give you to play with. I'll put some pictures up on the screen so you can see what they look like. Also, they took that technology and put it into the live focus video, which is really cool, by the way. So it takes the same idea of live focus pictures, and makes it into a video where it separates the foreground from the background. Amazing stuff. It looks really, really cool. Also, there is new, I guess we can show that off too. So the being able to use the pen when the phone is off has changed just a little bit. So, last year we had 4 different colors of the Note 9, and each one of them had a different color S Pen to go with the phone. So like mine, I had the blue version, and it came with a yellow pen, and it wrote yellow on this menu. The purple one, lavender, the one that came out at launch along with the blue one, wrote in a lavender color. There also came later a black version which wrote in a ice blue. No, it actually wrote in a gray white. It was white, like a grayish white. And then the Best Buy exclusive Cloud Silver model wrote in the ice blue color. So, and what I wanted to show was, so that kind of made a lot of people like me mad when my phone wrote in this PP yellow color all the time. But so now what you can do is when you go to your always on display, so by default is whatever color you use last. So right here I have the white, but I also can change that to yellow if I wish, right? And I can go in and change it to green. And I think the last color, and then there's red. Another thing that they added that was new is that now instead of just when you fill up this page right here, you actually can go in here and you can continue writing whatever what it was that you were writing. Up to 100 pages you can do this with, right? Which I think is really, really dope. That's a cool little feature that they added. And when you go back and open to your notes, just to scroll down and you can see the whole entire thing like that, which I think is really, really cool. I like that. It's a nice little added little feature that Note people would definitely appreciate. The other thing is the Note fly out air command menu, looks a little bit different this year. So instead of that wheel that we normally get, now we have a kind of a up and down. This right here looks slicker to me. I definitely still like the wheel. Thought it was a way to fix it and put the wheel back, but you can't do that. But this looks slick. I like that. You can also go in here and you can change all your stuff for your pointer and all that, which brings me to the S Pen. So the S Pen now, on top of the Bluetooth features that we were used to, we also now have air gestures. So now you can flip through your menus just by a simple wave of your hand, which is actually pretty dope. I actually like that. But the other Bluetooth stuff still works. They still can double tap to change the cameras, and you can actually do a simple press to take a picture. So all that stuff is the same, but with the added motion of being able to slide through stuff, which is pretty cool. I like it. You know, I'm having a good time with it, and that kind of thing. So we still have all of that cool Note stuff, and we still have everything that kind of came with the S10 series of phones, the wireless power share. Still have that. This particular model right here has the 4300 milliamp battery. The Note 10 has a 3500 milliamp battery, which is, because the phone is the size of an S10, so the battery is a little bit smaller in that one. But so far the battery's been performing pretty good. I like it. It's been doing great and that kind of thing. So that was just my little quick overview. First look, kind of, just messing with it for the first time and that kind of thing. But yeah, if you guys like videos like this, man, go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit like, let your boy know what's happening as I'm trying to rebuild my brand, come back out strong again, that kind of thing. And so the next video, we'll be able to do the new Dex mode stuff, which we can't do right now because, and I scoured the internet trying to find this, but the Dex on PC application for the PC, looked on Samsung's website and I put it up on the screen here. It's not available until after the phone comes out officially, so we can't do that right now. But we'll do that on the day one. As soon as that becomes available, we'll get a video together for that, and we'll be able to show that off. But otherwise, we'll show you some screenshots from the new kind of improved Dex mode. They kind of streamlined it a little bit more. It actually has some power settings functions and a new little Dex tab off to the left hand corner down there. So that's new. Other than that, I think I haven't really found anything else that was new, but that's the only thing that I saw that was new. But other than that, we will dive into that Dex mode stuff whenever it becomes available. Again, if you guys like these type of videos, so make sure you follow your boy on Twitter at Plats.media. Make sure you go ahead and click on all my stuff on my Facebook pages and Instagram, and subscribe to me on the YouTubes, and hit the like button. Share it with your friends, man. And we'll be back with the next one, man. Y'all been good. Take it easy. Peace.